Hello, YouTube. Today I don't really have anybody that needs me to work on their car. I have things I need to do on my commuter car. Right now I'm sitting in my 95 Honda Accord, and this is the car I drive every single day. Right now I got the key on because I wanted to show you something and kind of explain to you something I was dealing with. So last week I made a video of me fixing the brakes, and I got a pretty good deal on brakes from a salvaged car, and it came with the rotors, the calipers. Luckily that whole setup had like brand new pads, and I made the video for replacing the passenger side assembly, which is the same as the driver's side. But I wanted to quickly point out something to you. Prior to changing the brakes, my brake light that's on my dash, this one right there, was always on. It didn't even matter if it was part of the time, all the time. Every time I started it and drove it, that light was on. At first I thought that it was because my brake fluid was low, and so I went out underneath the hood on the driver's side where the brake booster is, opened up the cap, looked to see if there was low fluid, and it was at the max level, so I wasn't low on fluid. And then I thought, well, maybe my little lever, my little lever here for my e-brake, there's a switch down inside here that indicates when the e-brake is on or off. So right now it's up and the brake light is on. If I put it down, the brake light goes off. But before I fixed the brakes, whether the e-brake was up or down, the lights were on. The brake light was on, indicating that I was having some kind of an issue with my brakes. So it was always lit. I wasn't getting any weird scratching, scraping, or squeaking when I was driving the car, and it was stopping just fine and everything. So I thought that my switch, where the handle for my emergency brake, was bad. So long story short, I replaced the front brakes with the rotors on both sides, and my brake light now goes off every single time I take the e-brake off to drive the car. The brake light goes out. So the brake light was telling me that my pads were way too worn out, which I showed you in the last video. Basically, this is one of the brake pads that I took off of the passenger side, and you can tell there's like absolutely no pad, which is obviously dangerous, and you don't want to ever let it get that far. I mean, you can even see where the metal was scraping. And prior to me changing these brakes, I didn't really have a problem with the pads making a lot of really bad, annoying noise like it would normally do. Until about a week before I got a chance to change the pads, then it started making the noise. So, just real quick, if you got a brake light on your dash, and your fluid in your reservoir is good, it's very possible that it could be the switch that's down inside here for the e-brake, or it's because your brake pads are worn out way too far down and you just need to replace the pads. you can, if you're not sure how to check them, you can always take them to like a tire shop in town, and they'll check your tire, or they'll check your tires, but they'll also check your brake pads for you for nothing. Just to let you know, yeah, these are pretty worn out, or yeah, you have 40% life or 100% life or whatever it is. So you can always take it to somebody else and have them check to make sure that the pads are good. If they are not good, then of course you want to change them out. I just wanted to touch on that really quick and kind of give you an idea of why I started to look into changing my brake pads. Mainly because my brake light was on. And it had been on for quite a while, but like I said, I wasn't having any issues with anything making any weird noises to indicate that I was having a brake problem until literally like a week before I had changed my brakes out. Anyway, that's it for the day. Sorry it's not an amazing video, but hopefully it'll help you out in some way, and you can kind of diagnose yourself what might be going on, and you can figure out why your brake light indicator on your dash is on, and hopefully this will save you some money. If you like the video, you can give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so that you can get notifications for future videos. I appreciate your help and all that you do for me, and I'll continue to do my best to help you guys out. Thanks.